Hello and welcome to Healing from Toxic. I want to dedicate this video to my ladies today because I love women. Not in that way, not in the way that you're thinking. I'm not a lesbian, but I do love a woman's strength. I do love a woman's love and kindness and how we give ourselves to our partners when we love. When we love for real. A lot of us. I'm not going to say all women because some women are really grimy and shady, but most of us, we have really good hearts. We want to be there for our partners. We want to lift them up when they're down. We're just loving. Our nature is to be loving and nurturing, and we're just great. Women are amazing. Women are, I'm not just saying that because I'm a woman. I'm saying that because women are very strong and powerful, and their love is endless, and they just have so much to give. Women are just beautiful human beings. Internally and even externally, I love a woman's body, even though I'm not a lesbian. Women are just beautiful, inside and out. Women are the you know what. Women are just bomb. I love women. But sometimes, ladies, our beautiful hearts, our kindness, our forgiving hearts are used against us. Those very things that make us beautiful, those very things that make us wonderful, those very things that make us lovable and valuable are used to hurt us. So today I want to talk about that. Today I want to talk about how being forgiving to men specifically. I want to talk about being forgiving to men that we're in relationships with can backfire and why we should not be so forgiving. Let's use our forgiving hearts, our kindness, our love where it's required with our babies, with our children. Let's use it with our babies. Let's use it with people in need. But with our men, we need to not be so forgiving. We need to not allow them to abuse our hearts because men will do that. Men will abuse a forgiving woman. As women, we cannot let that gentleness side of us, that side of us who it's our nature. It's our nature to be loving, kind, all that good stuff. We should not allow men to abuse that side of us. That side of us, I'm a believer that when it comes down to men, we need to not use that side so much. We need to use this. When it comes down to men, we need to be more logical and we need to make decisions based on the way that they treat us. Not what they say, not what we feel, but what they do, their actions. There's a saying in the Hispanic community that women fall in love with words, that women fall in love with their ears. And that's very true. That's very true because, like I said, we are emotional beings. And that's beautiful because women, we run this world. We truly do. It is within our strength to deliver babies into this world, to carry them, to teach them how to be human beings. We have so much power. We have so much power. But I've noticed that most of us don't know how to use that power. We don't know how to use the power that we have. And the power that we have a lot of power. I want to, let me talk about the power that we have really quick and then go back to the topic at hand. We have power, as we know, between our legs. That's power. That's power. Between our legs, we hold a lot of power. We hold a lot of power with our bodies, our presence, our curves, our smiles, our charm, our beauty. In all sizes, because you don't need to be a size 1 to have power. You can be a size 12 and have tremendous power. with your body as well. It's all in the way that we carry it. So our bodies, I don't care what size we are, we hold power with our bodies. We hold tremendous power with this. Our power is here. Our main power is not between our legs, it's not within our body, although it's very powerful, because it's very powerful. But our main power is right here. It's the way that we think, how we move. And the strongest women do not let their hearts run them. Don't allow your heart to run you. That's the biggest mistake that women make. Because we're so kind, we love when we love hard. And yes, that's beautiful. But you have to understand when that needs to stop. Love hard. I love so freaking hard. I love hard. But I also know when to stop. And that's critical. That's critical for us women because we're emotional beings. So for us, it is so important to know, okay, this is where it ends. This is where the love ends. And you know where the love ends? The love ends when the disrespect begins. The love ends when the disrespect begins. That's when it's gotta end. That's when you gotta stop your heart, like, girl, girl, we need to stop, girlfriend. We need to stop right now, today. You gotta have those conversations with yourself where we're not gonna let this run us. We cannot let our hearts run us and control how we're going to move in life because we're going to fail. Let me tell you how women fail. When you allow a man's good looks and good D, if you know what I mean when I say good D, to make you put up with BS just because you love them, just because they've managed to get into your heart so deep where you're not seeing that they're using you, where you're not seeing that you're supporting them, they have no job, and all they're bringing to the table is good deed and good looks. Sometimes not even good looks. Sometimes just good deed. Sometimes they don't even have good deed or good looks, but they're manipulative. Sometimes they're so manipulative that they abuse the fact that you're good and you're kind and you're understanding and you're there to help and that you've fallen in love with them. And they are abusive in that way. But there comes a point where we as women have to understand that we cannot continue to use that as an excuse to put up with BS. Just because I'm in love with you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can be in love with a person and then come to understand that, this person is not giving me what I want, what I need, and what I deserve, and he's got to go. I don't care how much you love them. I don't care how much. I've had to let go of people that I've truly loved just because I'm seeing that this is not benefiting me. It's not benefiting me. It's hurting me. I got to walk away from that. I got to walk away from whatever's hurting you and it's not giving you what you need in life. You must walk away from that job, man, anything in life. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's not serving you, you need to learn how to walk away. Being so forgiving, it's only going to hurt you in the end. We have to stop being so forgiving. We need to come into our relationship knowing what we want, having our standards. Having standards, that's the main thing. Have standards. Have a list of things in your mind that a man needs to bring this, this, and this to my table in order to get this loving heart. Enough in order for me to open up like a flower and give him everything that he requires or that he wants from me. You need to have requirements. You should have requirements from a man coming into the relationship. You need to also let a man know if you cheat on me, if you play me, I'm going to leave you. If you play me one time, I'm going to leave you. And follow through. Don't just say it. Follow through. If he cheats on you, leave him. Especially if you're in your 30s, in your 40s. Don't forgive unfaithfulness. Because a man who's in his 30s and 40s, he should have already learned all of the lessons that needed to be learned in life about being faithful. He should have already learned them. If he's in his 30s and his 40s and he's still cheating, he knows better, but he's selfish and he's not going to change. Point blank, period. I don't care. If a man is in his 30s and he's still cheating, that's who he is. I understand for, you know, young men in their early 20s, mid 20s. I can understand a mess up because even us women, we have messed up. We mess up. That's part of being human. But when a man consistently lies, cheats, is verbally abusive, is physically abusive, is emotionally abusive, that's a pattern. And women, we need to believe, we need to trust patterns. Patterns of behaviors tell you everything you need to know. When a man is consistent with not being financially responsible, meaning he doesn't work, he hasn't worked in years, he cannot keep a job, that's a pattern right there. That's a pattern. Believe that. Don't deal with a man you have to support. When a man lies consistently about his whereabouts, about the women that he's been with, about things that he's doing or has done, that's a pattern. Consistency and patterns tell the story about who people are. So believe those behavioral patterns. They will tell you everything that you need to know. Don't fall in love with words and what they tell you. Fall in love with what you see. Fall in love with what you see. If a man failed you one time, if a man fails you once and you decide to give him another opportunity, to give him another chance, pay attention to his actions. And don't just allow him to come in because he said he's going to change. No, make him work. Make him work to get you back. Make him work to get you back. Don't just allow a person back in your life that easy. And this is for the younger women. The older that we become, the less we should tolerate. The older that we become, the less we should tolerate because, again, men will use and abuse your love. Men will use and abuse your kindness. Men will use and abuse how hard they know you're going to go for them. They will abuse that. So you need to let a man know coming in, this is what I'm not going to tolerate. This is what I'm not going to deal with. And then follow through. Follow through with your words. Don't be all talk. Don't be all talk because they're not going to respect you after that. Of course, they're not going to tell you, I don't respect you now because you forgave me. I don't respect you. But they will lose respect for you. They will lose respect for you. Trust me, they will. And the reason why I say that is because as a woman, I've had my share of, mistakes that I made when I was younger. I made mistakes. And the men that forgave me, I didn't respect them after that. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. The days that I cheated, because I'm a human being and I'm open enough and I'm confident enough to say that in the past I did for the wrong reasons in my younger years when I didn't know better. And I didn't respect the men that forgave me. I did not. I didn't, especially if I cheated repeatedly and I was forgiven repeatedly. I didn't forgive that person because I knew I can get away with more. He's going to let me get away with more because he doesn't truly respect himself. The same thing applies with us women. The same thing applies. People who forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive, they don't love and respect themselves. That's the end of it all. That's the truth. That is facts. So don't be that person. Don't be the person who continuously forgives men who mistreat you. Don't. Because in the end, it's going to hurt you. And you're not going to get what you want out of life. You should get the things that you want out of life and the man that you want out of life and the love that you deserve. And you will get that when you let go of the crap, when you let go of the men that don't value you, and you concentrate on the things that you want and you build yourself for the man who's going to value you and respect you. And trust me, there is a man out there. There will be a man out there that's going to love and respect you and treat you like a queen. He's out there. Good men exist. Good men exist. They're few. There's not plenty of them. They're not, just out there. They're not just, they're not popular. They're not, what's the word that I'm looking? Abundant. They're not abundant, but they're out there. There are good men out there that are going to treat you well. You just have to know what you want. As women, know what you want. Know what you want. Don't be afraid to say, this is what I want, this is what I require, and this is what I'm not going to deal with. And don't be afraid to walk away. That's it. Don't be so forgiving. Don't be so forgiving. Give to you, be selfish, and think with this. Make moves with this. Be smart. Be smart. Smart women are not controlled by their hearts. Smart women make moves with this right here. Okay? So that was my video for today. Be smart. Don't be so forgiving. Don't let your emotions and your heart dictate your moves and how you move in life. You will fail when you let your heart run you. Okay? So don't let your heart run you. Don't let your emotions and your feelings overpower you. Be logical. Don't allow men to use and abuse your kindness. And that was my video for today. I love you, ladies. I love women. I'm going to say it again. Women are awesome. And that's why I want to empower you. I want to share what I've learned. And also, share what you've learned in the comments. For those of you who watched this video, share what you've learned as well. I love to learn from other women as well, because I think that we are better when we teach each other. There are things that I don't know that another woman can teach me, and vice versa. So I love to learn from other women. And again, that was my video for today. I will see you guys next time. Have a beautiful week. I love you guys. Bye bye.